Noah Centineo reveals if he'd ever date a fan.
And yo, Tyga just took credit for Kylie Jenner's fame.
And Tana Mongeau gets real about her mistakes on a brand new track.
All that and more on today's rundown. Okay, one of the sweetest things I've heard all week is Ariana Grande gushing about her very first kiss with Pete Davidson, and we're talking about it later.
It is actually the cutest thing ever.
So
but
cute.
First, let's talk about America's heartthrob, Noah Centineo, because he just revealed if he would ever date a fan. Noah Centineo has just about every person literally on the internet falling for him at the moment, and his character in To All the Boys I've Loved Before captured everyone's heart so much so that he's now getting loads of thirsty tweets, marriage proposals, and even requests for adoption. It's pretty much every girl's dream to date Noah right now, but would he actually go out with a fan? Sadly, you guys, it doesn't sound likely, and I am very sad to report the actor sat down with the host of E's Daily Pop, and he revealed that it's probably not gonna happen. He said, quote, "I don't close any doors totally, but probably not, because then it's more of an infatuation with the position more than the person. It can overshadow that, which is difficult, I would think." Did you guys just hear that? That is the sound of millions of hearts breaking around the world right now, including mine. But don't feel too bad, you guys, because you aren't the only ones getting rejected. Apparently, Noah also admitted that the first time he met his To All the Boys co-star Lana Condor, she shut him down. He told Daily Pop, quote, "When we first met in the audition room before any of us had booked it, we were sitting, waiting in the lobby, and I saw her and I was like, hey, do you want to run some lines?" And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, that's cool, fine, I'll just die here. Which is honestly a really cute story that he felt rejected by her, because he literally is America's heartthrob. And I was not happy to find out that he isn't really willing to date a fan.
Well, I mean, I totally...
Just crushes your dreams, you know?
I totally get that though, Naz, but you are kind of like a micro-influencer. I mean, no. I know you've seen the movie, but you're not just an average person. You're almost a DHR famous person. So maybe
OMG.
It's still not over for you. I mean, he's 22 though. Is that too young for you?
That is not too young for me, but I'm just a nobody out here. I'm just a girl asking Noah Centineo to love me back.
I would say support Naz in the comments and see if we can get him to see this video and ask you out on a date. But I have a feeling
I would die.
Everyone out there is your competitor.
But we can all share him, guys. Let's just all get him together.
What? Okay, so Tyga just took credit for Kylie Jenner's success, and Twitter is not having this. So I can't even believe this, you guys, but Tyga did appear on Nicki Minaj's Queen radio show, which, if you ask us, is pretty interesting considering the fact that Nicki just recently called out Travis Scott for using Kylie Jenner and their baby Stormi to sell tour tickets, but I digress. We all know that Nicki and Kylie are basically in the middle of a feud right now. However, that did not keep Tyga from spilling all the tea on his involvement in Kylie's career.
She always had a platform, and she was always destined to be what she was going to be regardless. But when I stepped in and there was a lot of codes being taught, it was like, you can do this, you should start this, you should start doing your hair like this.
So after that, Tyga goes on to say that he told Kylie that she needed culture.
Because you need culture. If you ain't got Black people behind you, you ain't got nothing.
Then Tyga went on to talk about his involvement in Kylie's lip kit, saying, "I don't need to go online and tell people I did this, and I'm the one helping her come up with these colors and names on her lip line. It was a lot of stuff." Obviously, Twitter had a lot to say about Nicki's interview with Tyga. Some people disagreed with what Tyga said, and others agreed that the Kardashians appropriate Black culture. So one person wrote, "Okay, so this is the best thing I've ever heard. Did anyone really even know who Tyga was before he got with Kylie? I knew he had that one song, Rack City, but that is all." Another person said, "Tyga exposing Kylie for appropriating Black culture." And last, some people argued that Kylie was a teenager when she was dating Tyga. One person said something about this interview with him trying to take responsibility for her success, along with the fact that she was a child when they first started dating, tells me a lot more about Tyga and Nicki than Kylie. At this time, Kylie has not responded to Tyga's comment. Wow, this is crazy to me, because I agree with this one Twitter user. I didn't even know who Tyga was until he started dating Kylie, and honestly, I don't doubt that Tyga was there to help Kylie with her brand. I mean, most people's partners do that anyway. I don't think that gives you any right to be like, I can take all credit for this. I also feel like he's trying to be humble and be like, I'm not trying to take credit, but I am trying to take credit. It's like, what does talking about this really do? Like, what's his goal other than just having people talk about it like we are?
Maybe he's not over Kylie. Maybe he's like still bitter that she's with Travis Scott and he's not over it. I still secretly want Tyga and Kylie to be together. Is that bad? But I just have to say, listen, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but I do know this. Kylie Jenner was always gonna be a somebody, Tyga or not. Whether or not Tyga helped her out with his career, I have no idea, because I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But this is all very, very interesting to me, and it's even more interesting that it comes out right after Nicki was basically shading Travis Scott. So, a lot of tea going on right now. All right, guys, well, Tana Mongeau has just released a new track, and she's getting really real and really vulnerable on it. So Tana Mongeau is best known for her wild stories, outrageous tweets, and generally living her life with absolutely zero Fs to give. But while we all know Tana likes to have fun and party, she also has a very deep, sensitive side that her most loyal subscribers know and love. So in her new song, Up, the YouTuber taps into her insecurities for an emotion-packed ballad that turns into quite the banger. So here's a snippet of the song, which you guys can hear or download on iTunes, Spotify, or Apple Music.
Take that apart and tell me who's who. But that's the life and style that I'm used to. Gain some fame and now they wanna use you.
And here's a look at a teaser for the music video Tana uploaded to her Instagram. So Tana's BFF and fellow YouTuber Elijah Daniels shared his praise for the tune on Twitter shortly after it was released by saying, Up is honestly really good, and I've never seen Tana be vulnerable and open like this, and now we're sobbing about the lyrics, LOL. I feel like the proud big brother of a really degenerate younger sister who is growing up. So, I know, right? Like, what a comment. Regardless, though, a lot of people have been loving this song, you guys, and I think a lot of people were listening to it waiting for like Tana's rapping to start, but it didn't. It's like a straight up ballad. I think it's really different and really refreshing for all her listeners to put out like something different and new.
What I love about YouTubers doing music right now is that they're proving that they can actually have music careers and be successful in their music careers without the help of labels, without backers, without all these people giving them opinions about their music. They literally can write and perform whatever they want, and they can still make money off of it. I think it's awesome. Whether you like Tana or not, or her music or not, you have to agree that YouTube has really opened up a lot of opportunities for people who've always wanted to be rock stars. Okay, this is by far my favorite story of the week. Back to Nicki Minaj again. She is chatting with Ariana Grande about her relationship with Pete Davidson, specifically their first kiss.
Aww.
So Ariana Grande is spilling new details about her very first kiss with Pete Davidson, and none of y'all are ready. So I feel like Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson have been talking a lot about their relationship recently, which is perfect timing for Ari's album drop, but I digress. And on Thursday, Ari went on Nicki Minaj's Apple Music's Beats One radio show and gushed over how much she loves her fiance.
I don't know. We have a lot of fun. He's like my best friend. It's just really fun. It gets better every day.
What's so interesting about this interview is that Nicki and Ari are close friends. We know that, which means Nicki has the freedom to kind of ask her way more than most interviewers, which we so appreciate. Nicki weighed in on what she thought of these two together since she spent a lot of time with them both.
Y'all have like the same sense of humor. And I know with girls like you and me who like to laugh, it's so important.
We're the boy and girl version of each other.
Yes.
He's like 17 feet tall, and I'm 4 inches tall.
Then Nicki really went in, you guys, with kind of a personal question, asking Ari if she remembered her very first kiss with Pete. And y'all, this is stuff of fairy tales.
It was so sick. It was so dope. It was so cute. He asked my permission to kiss me. It wasn't like too naughty of a kiss, but it was like, definitely there was so much, like, you know, in there, you know? It was like really sweet, but it was also really sexy. You know what I mean?
Then Nicki asked Ari if she wanted to give him the draws right away, to which Ari responded, absolutely. I am so glad this radio show exists because we've gotten so much tea from Nicki Minaj because she's kind of like the female badass version of Howard Stern. She can ask these people anything and they'll answer it, which is so crazy.
Right.
But I love, you guys, that Pete Davidson asked Ari to kiss her. I think that is so romantic and so chivalrous. And even if, they started dating back in May, which is the same month that we found out that she and Mac Miller broke up. I wonder if it had something to do with the fact that it went out to the press that she and Mac had broken up, and he wanted to be respectful of that and was like, can I kiss you?
I have like a weird thing about this "can I kiss you" thing.
Really?
Okay, yes, Erin. So
You don't like
if it's coming from someone you're attracted to and that you really like, it's like this sweet romantic comedy moment where it's like, can I kiss you right now? And you're like, yes. And then you're like, nah, I love you. But if it's from someone you're on a date with that just can't like read signs, or like cues.
Got it.
And they're like, can I kiss you right now? And you're just like, how do I say no? And then you can't say no, and then you go in and then you make out with them, and then after you're just like, that's happened to me before. So that's how I
Have you
feel
ever
about
said
this.
no to that question?
I haven't, because I don't know how to say no.
Like,
How do
what's
you
a
say
good
no?
way to say no?
You're just like, oh, I just had like anchovies. I don't know.
Well, I think it's okay to say no and be like,
It's definitely okay to say no if you don't want to kiss someone,
course, of
obviously. If I'm on a date with someone, I'm obviously somewhat attracted. There was something about them. But it doesn't mean I necessarily want to kiss them on the first date, right, guys?
well, what if you just say, if somebody comes in for a first kiss and you don't want to kiss that person, what if you just say, oh my gosh, that's so romantic. I actually have a rule that I don't kiss on the first date, but I like you. I think that's cute. Even
That's
if you
great.
don't.
I actually started doing that, and that's great advice, Erin. That's what you
I
guys
mean,
should
I don't
do.
know. I haven't kissed anyone new in like 10 years, so I don't know. But that's what the mature version of me would say. It's easier said than done. So do you guys think that Tyga is responsible for Kylie's success? Let me know in the comments. And also let me know if you think that we can get Naz and Noah Centineo on a date together. I'm really gonna, if I meet him in an interview, which it's very likely,
I know.
I'm gonna pitch you to him.
Erin, I'm gonna be embarrassed. You're gonna be like my mom giving out my number.
Who cares if you get to date Noah Centineo? Who cares?
I would die. Okay, so I want to know what you guys think of Tana's new song. It's so different, and a lot of people are loving it. But what do you think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you want her to just go back to rapping? Let us know in the comment section below. It's Friday, the best weekend ever, and thanks for tuning in to DHR. All right, guys, but before you go, make sure you click right over here because BTS has a new viral dance challenge going on, and you are gonna want to be a part of it. So click right over here to watch.
Yeah, click it if you also want to see us fail at that challenge. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, guys. Since you're here and you made it this far, you obviously want to be here.
Click it.